so they're the three main misconceptions around sex that I've found in the Muslim community, but there are many others which we can talk about a little bit later. Okay, one of the biggest misconceptions that I'm trying to debunk is the idea that women cannot refuse their husbands in the bedroom, and the idea of consent doesn't exist in marriage. And unfortunately, in many Muslim majority countries, the concept of marital rape doesn't exist, which again is extremely problematic. And also for many Muslims in Western countries, many Muslims have this idea that a woman cannot refuse intimacy, and this idea of consent, like I said, doesn't exist. When I argue that consent is essential for a healthy, fulfilling marital relationship in Islam, and it's important that Muslims understand this, both men and women alike. There's also this idea that sex is just for procreational purposes, and I would argue that's more from a Christian perspective that many Muslims have adopted, or certain cultures have that idea that, you know, sex is just really for procreational purposes, or it's just there to satisfy the man, and women are there just to serve the man. And again, I'll argue again that's more from a Victorian Christian understanding of male-female relationships that many Muslims adopted following the colonization of the Muslim world, where we look at men just primarily being providers, and women being their primary role is just to be mothers or to cook or clean, but no one really speaks about the intimate relations and how that should be mutually beneficial for both the man and the woman alike, not just for the man. And unfortunately, like I said, in a number of Muslim organizations, mosques, there is this overemphasis on telling women that they should be always sexually available for the man, but there isn't any emphasis placed on teaching men about the importance of consent, about understanding emotional intimacy, being a kind and considerate husband like the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was, and also to be attentive in the bedroom. So it's like an overcorrection that I think kind of needs to be done. And again, so they're the three main misconceptions around sex that I've found in the Muslim community, but there are many others which we can talk about a little.